17th of May, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Oh, hold it 1 second.
Okay, good morning again. Do you have a copy of the Pillar Yoetz?
I do, yeah.
Okay, do you have it in English there?
Yes. Are you on volume 1?
Okay, okay, so okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe if you want to continue with that subject we were discussing last week, the Pillar Yoetz also mentioned that phrase, that concept, and
Yes.
I'd like to know how they use it. But if you want, maybe we could spend a little time this afternoon.
That'd be great. Yeah,
So
that'd
maybe about
be fine.
Okay, maybe about 2:30 if you want. Okay.
Okay. All right. The earlier the better. I'll try sending you an email in Mitzvah Shem around 2.
Okay, perfect. Very good. That should work out, I think. Okay, very good. All right, let's go to our document here in Halacha. So that brings us to see where it says the Aleph. It's about the third paragraph down. Aleph Alpi Perish Meiri.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what we started yesterday. Let's see, Mayor, or is Eliezer Tzvi with us? Is not. Okay. So yes, Mayor, if you'd like to pick up, we started this paragraph yesterday. We'll just begin from the beginning, and this is again going to answer the question: why don't we see that apparently this halacha that the Beit Knesset should be built in the highest point of the city or village doesn't seem to be in fashion, and doesn't seem to be fulfilled. So we're going to have several different answers why that perhaps it doesn't apply, and or why it's not relevant. Let's take a look. Yeah.
Okay. Apapi Perush Hameiri, Bat Yud Aleph, Amid Aleph. Sheha Isur L'Hagbia Dirat Migorim Yoter Mibeit HaKnesset. Okay, so what's according to the Meiri in Gemara and Shabbos, it's forbidden to build higher, I guess, what one's attic, one's roof,
Well, yes,
more than the Beit Knesset.
The dwelling houses should not be built higher than the Beit Knesset.
Oh, dwelling houses. Okay.
Right, right, with the dira, like diras, like dwellings. Dira is a dwelling, right? Person says he's looking for a dira, so that's he's looking for a dwelling. Mugorim, the pasuk by Yaakov Avinu, Legor Sham, right? Legor Sham, right? Legor Sham, right? To dwell there in Mitzrayim. He went out to dwell in Mitzrayim.
Okay.
So dwelling house, dwelling houses.
A dwelling house, Migurim. Okay. Hakavana Elu Bonekoma Achat Asher Govaha Haritzpa Ad Hatikra. So let's see. So what this intention, or the intention?
Right, the intention, meaning the intention of the Gemara. What does it mean? what does the Gemara mean when it says it shouldn't be housing abodes higher than the Beit Knesset?
Oh. And that's the Gemara. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hey. Yotemi Gura. Okay. Heichal. Beit HaKnesset. Me Ritzbato at Hatikra. So let's see. The place of the Beit HaKnesset, from the floor to the roof.
Right. The Gavoya Meritzba from the floor Atikra. Right. It's referring to a specific height, which is that from the floor to the ceiling.
Ah. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, v'lachein v'batim shelanu shekol koma kishe la'atzma ein ba gova yoter mibeit haKnesset. Okay, so therefore our houses shekol koma, that the floors kishe la'atzma.
Therefore, the king, Batim Shalano, therefore our houses, Shekol Koma Kishila Atzma Ein Bagavoyos Mabit Knesset. Meaning, therefore, in our houses, where no floor is going to be in and of itself higher than the Beit Knesset, right? And usually the floor, the floors usually say, we said like 10, 12, maybe 15 feet maximum, right?
Right. Okay, so it's not going to be higher than the Beit Knesset. Okay. Kol echad beveito pnima namuch shafal hu v'harava migavoha beveit haKnesset shebeshichunato. So in each one, let's see, what in the house, pnima namuch is the namuch is deep, isn't it?
Or low, right? Call echad bebeso. Each one in the house, panima, the inside of each and every house, lama, it's low, shuffle and lower, harbe, much lower. Megavoa Beit Knesset, on the height of the Beit Knesset, to Bishkuno.
Oh, it's lower. Okay. Let's see. V'shafal b'harbe. Okay. Shafal is it makes it lower, I guess. B'harbe miguva b'veit haKnesset shebishchunato. Okay, so and they make it lower.
each
Harba is the width.
Each one of the internal floors of any one of our houses is always going to be much lower than the height of the Beit Knesset that's in the neighborhood.
It's in our neighborhood. Okay. V'lachein af shehabayit rav komat u mizdakar
Right.
yoter miguva b'veit haKnesset. So therefore, let's see, even the house of the Rav.
Now, even though that the house may have many floors.
Oh. So it may have many floors. Oh. Okay, many floors. Mizdaker yoter migoba Beit HaKnesset. Oh, so you have to take care not to go higher than the Beit Knesset?
Oh, you mean it's even if the house, so let's say you want the house individually or even an apartment building, each even though it may have many floors, right, and that itself will make it bigger than the base Knesset. Nevertheless, kol haroya sham simleim shein ze heichel echad gavoa. Everyone can see that there's not one airspace that is greater than the base Knesset.
Oh, okay.
Right. So therefore, there shouldn't be a problem because you're not talking about the the final external height of any given building. You're talking about the internal height of any given floor in any given building, and that's in general never going to be higher than the airspace of the internal hallways of the Beit Knesset.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. So v'lachein leika chashesh. So therefore, uh, this is chashesh dismissed.
And therefore, there should be no concern.
Oh, right.
There's no concern. There's no concern. So
So
basically, the understanding of the Meiri is that the Gemara is only referring to that the internal airspace of any given dwelling structure should not be bigger and higher than the height of the Beit Knesset. But the external height of any given dwelling structure could, in fact, be bigger than the height of the Beit Knesset.
okay. So that allows you to have tall apartment buildings. Yeah. Okay. So bet is FRP now.
Al P Lashon around this is base now. The second
Oh,
reasoning
okay.
is
So
Al
LP.
according to the phraseology of the Rambam.
Okay, so this is the Ramban. Okay. Kashe bonim veha knesset ein bonim ota ella begavaha shel ir. So what when one builds a Beit Knesset, it should not be built.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
Ein El, it should
Again,
only be built. Should only be
right.
built.
So the Rambam says when you are building a Beit Knesset, it shouldn't be built except in the height of the city, the heights of the city.
Oh, I'm building. Oh, okay. So only in,
Okay. So what is that?
okay.
You can infer from this.
Okay, so mashma sheha kapida al haba livnot beit haknesset mitchila avalo b'mei she michad beit haknesset bayit o dira kayemet ze mikavar.
Right. Mashma that the Hakpeda, according to this, it's mashma from the Lashon, the expression of the Rambam, it's mashma that this this stringency. Al haba libnos beit knesset mitchila, on that which you want to initially build a Beit Knesset. Meaning, if you're initially going to build a Beit Knesset, it should be chosen to be built in the highest heights of the city.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, in the highest heights of the
It
city.
seems a little bit contradictory, Rabbi.
Why? What
On
was
the one hand,
the
it's saying it doesn't really matter how big it is on the outside, only internally how big each floor is. So as Mayor said, you could have this, huge high-rise apartment building. It'll be much bigger than the shul. But now it's saying it should be on the heights, which means the outside of it should be high up.
Well, this is the Rambam. The Rambam is the Miri is both being Rishonim. They both have their own understanding of the Gemara.
Ah,
So it's true. It's true. This Shat and Rambam will not necessarily fit into the Meiri. Correct.
I see. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. It's funny though, because the Rambam, I thought, didn't he live in Egypt,
Yes.
which is a flat land, I think.
I thought it was Morocco.
Oh, he lived in Morocco?
I'm not
He
so
lived in
sure.
both.
You might have.
He lived in both.
Excuse me.
Oh, he
Elijah,
lived in both.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He tried. He came to Eretz Israel as well. It,
Oh, did he?
I believe so. I believe
Oh,
think
I
he
wasn't
did, if I'm
aware
not
of that.
mistaken. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I can check 1 second. Can check.
Okay. Very good.
See. I'll just tell you. Let's see what it says here. Okay. All right. So he was born in Cordova, Spain, and died in Egypt.
In Egypt. Okay.
Died in Egypt.
Was he the physician to the Sultan of Morocco?
He's a sultan in Egypt, not Morocco.
Yeah, and yeah, he was let's see. Yeah, he was born in Cordova, Spain in 1138. Died in Egypt in 1204. So in 1148, when it was invaded by fanatic Muslims, they fled to Fez, Morocco in 1160. In 1165, they left Morocco and moved to Israel. Although there was difficulty for them in Israel, they had to move to Egypt. So he was born in Spain, fled to Morocco, moved to Eretz Israel, and then finally to Egypt.
Oh, okay. So he did live in Eretz Israel.
Right.
How long did he live in
Yeah.
Israel?
It doesn't say. Doesn't say. Let's see. But let's see. He moved to Morocco in 1160, and 1165 he left. Morocco came there to Israel, and that was 1165. Was in Israel, came to Egypt, and he was lived there in 1204. It doesn't say how long he was in Eretz Israel. You have to find a more
Okay.
detailed biography. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, right.
Okay, so we go to Gimel.
Right. So okay. So So the first explanation what the Meiri is we're only talking about the internal space of the dwelling places can't be higher than the airspace of the Beit Knesset. The Rambam says it's only when you're coming to actually build a Beit Knesset, that's when you have to choose the highest point in the city. Now we have the Morkatsi and Gimel.
Okay, Safat Emet. Oh no, hold on, I'm sorry, wrong
No,
one.
Gimel is
The
Morkatsi.
more the Kitsia Lagaon Hayavetz, okay. She Beit HaKnesset Ra'oi Sheyeh Be'emtza HaYishuv. So the shul should be in the middle of the city.
Right.
Oh, that's the Ravitz. Says that. Okay. Okay, should be in the middle of the city. V'lachein im hayishuv benoi b'makom harim v'givaot. So therefore, if the
settlement is built upon a mountains and
mountain or hills and hills, right?
hills, right?
Okay. Af im yesh diurim b'mala ahar shegigot betehem gvoha migag bebeit haKnesset. Oh. Avinu b'emsa sheyafua hahar late lan va. Okay, so it's let's see.
Right. So according to the Murakatsia, that it's proper that the base Knesset be in the middle of the settlement, and therefore, if they're going to be settling in a place where there are mountains and hills, even then, in that case, if they're going to be uh, dwelling places where they're situated on the mountain in a way that the roofs of the dwelling homes will be higher than the roof of the base Knesset, Spanoi Be'emsa, Shipur Ahar, which is built in the middle of the Shipur Ahar, in the middle of the slope of the mountain. There's no problem with this. So again, if it's something that you're building on a hill or a mountain of sorts, so therefore they're in terms of the elevation of those who are living there, those who are living, like for example, you could take Neve, if you ever been to Neve Yaakov, a very good example. It's built on the slope of a hill, of a mountain, of a hill, right? It slopes down and everything like that. Remote also. Remote is going, it's on a hill, right? It goes up and it goes down. So there are many, and it's fit that the Knesset be built in the middle. So that's where it's supposed to be situated. So obviously, if it's in the middle of the slope of the hill, there are going to be houses which are above it on the slope of the hill, which will be higher than it. And so there's no problem with that. No problem.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. We have a couple of minutes more. Let's see if we can see another one or two. Let's see.
Okay, so Dalid, B'sfat Emet, Kotev Lomar she'im yesh Beit HaKnesset echad v'yashuv hagavoa yoter mikol batei hayeshuv. And so he writes that Beit HaKnesset, if there's one Beit Knesset in the community,
right. Like if one of those shuls in the Yishuv is Govo or Yosef Mikol Bati Yishuv, right?
Okay, so one of the shuvi yeshuv agavo is higher than mikol batei hayeshuv is. Oh, it's higher than all the houses of the community. Shuv ein isur sheyihiyeh od b'tei knisiyot hanemuchim mibetei hayeshuv. Okay, so let's see. Shuv again. It's not forbidden that the houses, that the shuls would be lower than the houses of the community.
Right. That as long as you have one of the many shuls in the settlement higher than the rest, then all the other shuls can be built lower than the rest of the dwelling places.
Okay, so the houses can be higher if one shul is up in the mountain. Okay.
Right.
Okay, I think
Okay.
it's a little after
Let's
10:30
stop here.
here.
Yeah, we'll stop here and we'll continue tomorrow, Mr.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank
Very
you.
good.